Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dan Weinberger here, CEO of Morpheus.Network, here with another cool video for you guys. Always excited to talk to my good friend, all the way from Singapore, across the world, former CEO of DHL Global, Roger Crook. How you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing very well, Dan. How are you? It's amazing to talk to you again. So I'm very happy to be on this video with you.
Yes, thank you so much. And I should actually, correct myself. Evening for myself, morning for you, of course, with that time difference. So thank you for, getting up early and having these meetings. So I do appreciate that always. So thank you for that. Really excited, obviously, with all the different, things we have going at Morpheus, and myself and Roger, we're kind of just talking about it and speaking specifically about these different, whether it's a port system, a border system, the complexity involved in the supply chain. And Roger, with your experience, with DHL, the history you have, I'd love you to speak, a little bit to the complexity in supply chain when it comes to specifically whether it's ports or borders, the stakeholders, the compliances involved, and how complex that system really is.
Well, Danny, yeah, I mean, it's extremely complex. And the world today really sees the challenges of supply chain with a lot of bottlenecks, particularly in ports. So if we talk about ports, many players involved. First of all, you've got ocean carriers, you've got freight forwarders, you've got customs brokerage, you've got customs officers, you've got all the port operators, you've got the boat or the tug operators who are moving the vessels in and out, and you've got compliance or regulation in terms of bringing product in and out of a specific country. Mm-hmm. And all of that has to be captured, obviously, in data, either electronically or even in some places today, obviously, still by paper. Mm-hmm. So a lot of complexity, a lot of challenges in moving containers through a port, in and out, transiting a port. And a lot of things can go right, but a lot of things can go wrong. Obviously, also knowing exactly where every container is, knowing when a ship is going to arrive, when it needs to depart, what needs to connect with a ship in terms of which containers, are other vessels coming from different locations to meet another vessel. The complexity is enormous in a port. Likewise with any other supply chain system or any border. Again, you've obviously got many players, on a normal border, whether it's a road border, for example, trucking companies, you've got, other vehicles, you've got customs brokers, you've got freight forwarders, you've got customs officers. So really many different players in each situation.
And you can imagine, Roger, it's what a symphony that is of all these different players involved, from obviously the finance end of it, the compliance, the documentation, the moving of the physical assets, the logistical companies involved, and they all have to be coordinated together. And that's we're talking about the complexity of a system that's working properly, let alone if a giant cargo ship is sideways in the Suez Canal and no one knows what they're doing suddenly and the entire world is upside down. Or if there's a global pandemic that, you have your supply lines cut down from tier 1 all the way down to tier 4, and you don't know where to source your parts. And, this last year has shown that, it is complex, and we've known that, but once again, it wasn't resilient. And now we're sort of building up the resiliencies of those supply chains. And like you said, in port systems and all that, it's all about that data. It's all about that data, when it comes to, border systems, I obviously, myself with Morpheus on a daily basis, we're talking about different projects and different solutions. Recently, you mentioned the ports that we were selected. We won the Gulftainer Prize, 2,000 startups that started out. We were the selection of in the blockchain category. Very excited to be working with Gulftainer. And as you mentioned, with all those different data points that a port system has, our middleware is perfectly equipped for that type of system. It's not so far different from what we're doing with SENASA, with the government of Argentina. When it comes to their chemical certificates, once again, it's that coordination of all those different companies with the flow of the chemicals and the certificates themselves and where the chemicals are being distributed. It really is that coordination that you were speaking to.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So congratulations to you and the team at Morpheus on Gulf Tainer and SENASA. I mean, two great wins, but really Gulf Tainer, really a huge win for you. And this is fantastic. And obviously, as you say, your technology really suited to this sort of operation, and many other operations, obviously, around the world that are similar. So yeah, hopefully this is one of many. I'm sure it will be. But yeah, very exciting. And I'm sure that Morpheus system and its capabilities will handle all of that data and port system, and complexity extremely well, because obviously blockchain has the capability through smart contracts, etc., to be able to handle that, and that's what really is the advantage of blockchain.
Exactly. As you mentioned, all those different systems in play that Gulf Tainer obviously is dealing with, at the moment, they're all separated, they're all disconnected. Our middleware is going to sit in between all those different systems, bring all that data together, make it actionable, make it so the data is actually working together. Very excited about that. It's a massive project and it will take some time, obviously, but as you know, Roger, we're not scared of big projects. We're not scared of taking the time as needed.
And yeah, it's congratulations again on Gulf Tainer.
Thank you so much, Roger.
Take care.
You too. Thank you for the kind words. Stay safe, of course. And everybody who's watching, as always, have a great day.